It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready, set. 52, Mike, 52. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Hey! Kill. Pilot, 64, weak. Smooth. Get it.
On first down, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
52 the ball. Go. Go.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Too little, ready.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
70, Indy.
On second down, it's Henry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
44's Mike. Chase, seam 6. 44, Mike, 44. What we got? 5.
Off play action. Herbert. He gets it to Humphreys.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Mike's Fofo. I'm coming. Hey, Foxtrot. There.
2nd and 1. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
5. Look at me. Zipper. 44, Mike, 44. I got you, boy. 44's the Mike. 44's the Mike. Right here. Shoot.
On first and 10, Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play.
Hey, zoom. 44's Mike. Check.
Right here. That's what I do.
Yeah. Let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. This will be caught by Brown. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll give Henry another shot. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Well, they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Go now. 60 outlaw. Switch up. Switch up. Take 3. 218. Get it.
They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey. Go get him. Hey, check my 50. Hey, wahoo. 50. Hit it.
Clock now on 1st down. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Second and 3. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
13 yards. And a Jaguar first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Alert, flare.
That's the end of the first
Let's
quarter.
go. Let's do it.
The score, Jaguars 7, Titans 3.
Set. 18 Gator. 50. 50's a mic. 50's a mic. Here we go. Switch.
They'll try the left side. It's Brooks. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 15 Lonnie. Watch safety. Baby weapon. Safety. Now. Shoot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 44-yard line.
Ready. 50. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Go. Mike 50. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Hey, high 7. Mike, go.
Now to the air. Rock. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day offense. It's going to be Alpha. 49 is Mike. Mike, go. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 29 is Mike.
2nd and 5 now. Lock. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike 29. Hey, Delta. 29 is Mike 29. Look at me. Zip hit.
From the 22, Lock. Got a man that's complete to Hamilton. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Chopper! Yeah. Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, tried to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. Man open left side is Brown. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Off the play fake. Herbert. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Taywan Taylor hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Operating from the gun. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
General West. Now.
On second down now, it's Brooks. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Who draw Porter? Yep.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Go.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Throwing on second and long. Locke. It got his man complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. A 33-yarder from the left hash. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked out since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
132 fighter. Watch out. Lead grip.
Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. This will be taken short.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready, set.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
No gain on this defense, no gain. Check 99.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
6-6, pull it high. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood.
Check. Mike 50. Silver.
Look at me, zipper.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Locked to throw on 2nd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Hey.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. T.J. Watt. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Kill.
Ready?
They'll run on first down. Brooks. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Set, ready, Hey, Tusa. Hey, Charlie.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check.
Now.
From midfield, here's Locke. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On first down, it's Brooks shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Go.
On 2nd down and 4, Locke. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
52's the mic. Who that?
Protein spell. Look at me. Go. Five. Shoot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll run on first down. It's Brooks, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Hey, you got 3.
Go. Hurry.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Open man here is Hamilton. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Nashville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
Bravo. Go, get it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Hey, watch it.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down.
Yo, Jackrabbit, come on. Hey, Alpha. Ready?
To throw on second down. Herbert. This is caught. It's Brown. And all the way down to the 35. A big play that time for the Titans. 53 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
Hey, Delta.
Looking to throw. Herbert. It's caught. Humphreys. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. 22 yards there, a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. An 11-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
They'll try and run it in with Henry, but he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Watch a slap. Watch a slap.
Hey.
Slap. Mike's 50.
Hey, Echo.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They begin with Henry, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Go on.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
Now!
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Go! 48 Mike. Watch the screen. General West. 48. Hey, we're going to Mike the 48 right now. Let's go. Hey!
He's crashing.
Go. Hey, orbit.
Mike 48. Bandit.
Yo, go. Ready?
On 4th down, Herbert. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Looking to throw. Herbert. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On first down, Brooks stops shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Brooks, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At their 49-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
6-6, pull it high. Yep.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball